Alrighty then, so hello, welcome. I don't really know what to say, except that I got disconnected from Xbox Live. Go figure. Well, I suppose that happens even with a completely brand new game that just came out literally about, at the time of recording, about an hour or two before. Oh, let's release a game on Friday. Oh, let's put a patch out for it instantly. But I'm getting away from the main point. Right, so this game here, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed, just released today, and I am doing a commentary on it. However, the commentary is post-video. I've already recorded this video. This is literally the first, what will amount to the first 4 or 5 hours of my own gameplay in this game. They've still got the old Sega sound. And I'll explain more after the intro to the game. Wee. Jeez, Dr. Robotnik got boned and he didn't even do anything wrong. Ah, jeez.
Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Oh, the commentator explained it better than I did. This is a sequel to Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing, a game that was released a few years back. Which, essentially, you know, I don't really want to make the comparison, but basically it's Sega's answer to Mario Kart, really, isn't it? It's like a sequel to basically what was the Mario Kart spin-off. But this one is just so much more than the original game. Okay. I couldn't help but do that. If anyone gets the reference, Super Smash Bros. But yeah, I did record all this footage before. Good 4 or 5 hours of it. Most of it I can't remember. Apparently I went and looked about in the options as if I was expecting this to be a PC game and it'd have bloody graphics settings, but no, all I can do is change the brightness and stuff. So I don't really know what to talk about. What I'm going to do, or what I did do in the game, was I just basically started playing through the career mode. Anyone who picks up a brand new game, if they went straight onto matchmaking, which is basically the online mode of this game, I've not touched the matchmaking mode. Anyone who picks this game up straight away and goes into that is completely mental. What you do is you go into career mode, unlock some stuff, unlock some cars, unlock some upgrades to the cars, which are called mods. And interestingly, I can't remember the guy's name, but one of the lead developers and designers on a certain video game that I'm quite fond of. I'd say quite, you know. I'm not gonna go bragging it around. I'm quite fond of it. It's it's a little game that not a lot of people might really know about. It's well, Blur. TLDR, yeah. some of the developers and designers who worked on this game with Sumo Digital are former Bizarre Creations and BlackRock Studios employees. Everyone will know those as developers of games such as Blur, Project Gotham, Metropolis Street Racer, Split Second and Pure. All except Metropolis Street Racer that I've played and got and quite enjoy. And there are those of you who have played Blur, yes, there are quite a few nods to Blur in the game. God, where do I begin? I mean, okay, I looked through the manual and even the weapons in the game, I sort of like, yeah, the guy totally pinched them from Blur. But I'll talk about the weapons and stuff in game. Here's the character select. I've only got 10 characters and Metal Sonic, because he's DLC. I got the limited edition version of the game, so Metal Sonic came with it. I haven't yet got any upgrades for him. But obviously I'm going to use Tails because Tails is a badass. But in all seriousness, Tails is actually my favourite Sonic character, and I know he's technically, from what I've seen in the game, he's quite crap. But okay, I've never played this game before. I don't know what I'm doing. I didn't know the mechanisms for doing boost starts. I got lucky with that one, to be honest. So you're gonna watch me completely forget how to do power slides in this game. The driving is pretty much the same. Oh, there we go, I figured it out. Sort of. I completely botched the first jump up. There we go. I know how to drift. Yay! Drifter mod all over again. Yay! Yay. But in seriousness, the game itself is actually pretty fun, and for me, someone who's played a lot of the games of the former developers, Blur, Pure, Split Second, Sumo Digital also worked on the games such as Outrun. I've got the arcade version of that on Xbox Live. There are quite a few nods to Blur in this game in sort of how the weapons handle, the level design apparently as well, although I can't really tell it that much. But basically, these are bolts. 3 fast-moving projectiles, and this little thing, which is a toy RC car, if I ever get around to firing one, after I maybe avoid these. There we go, toy RC car. Oh look, it's a shunt. I'm sorry, I know I should be talking more about the game, but I just want to make comparisons to Blur, which is like probably one of my favourite games of all time. Right behind SSX and in front of Roll Cage, oddly. But that was a puffer fish, which is this game's version of a mine. And yes, you can fire them forwards. I kind of worked that out eventually. And those, my friends, are bees, this game's versions of shocks. And they are every bit as annoying. But really, apart from what I'm making the similarities in terms of weapons, and yes, there is something which is essentially a badge. Don't worry. I figured it out eventually. Yes, there is something that's kind of a bit like a badge. But that aside, that's really where the similarities with Blur ends, and then really I should get back to the subject of Sonic and Sega All-Stars, which was the prequel to this game, the first in the game series, which is essentially Sega's answer to Mario Kart, which in itself wasn't a bad game. It was horribly dependent on spamming drifts and shit, and I didn't really get into it because of that, and also the online was quite buggy. Yeah, I was playing on medium and I ended up coming third. I don't know how many people have actually watched this on YouTube or even played it. To be fair, it only came out in England today. It doesn't come out in America until next Tuesday. But you know, it was at E3. It was at some other gaming conventions that I've not been to. This is the first time I've played the game. So go ahead and call me a noob. Okay, this handles differently from pretty much every other racing game out there. The way you drift is different and stuff. How you get the boost starts, I can't do them. Well, I eventually worked it out. I did a lot of practice, and I wasn't happy that I ended up coming third. I wanted first because I'm a completionist. Which is why I kind of redid the same track instead of just going through. I know in the first video, the first hour or so of gameplay I've done, I did redo a lot of the levels as I was learning the game mechanics, learning how to play it. But later on I just left it on medium difficulty rather than prattling around on hard, because it is just way too much work. Especially with the right car mods and stuff. And just so that in later videos there's more variety. I'll show you more of the game. I've got through the first 3 career mode worlds. I never really got around to saying it on the menu, obviously, because I was too busy talking about other stuff, but the game menu kind of like displays each individual game level as its own little island. So that makes you think like what Sega's done is gone and ripped out. Hey! There's like, that's Tails' All-Star move, and pretty much everyone's All-Star move is kind of like the same. It's got, you go super fast, you can't screw up, you get so much grip round corners, and you spam the A button to do attacks. And they are useful as hell. I can probably talk about All-Star moves later on, but the game itself is like, losing my train of thought. It's like it's put each game world on its own little island. It's like Sega decided to go like tear individual characters' game world apart and stick them in one place. There isn't really much of a plot to the game, unlike some other games. It's just simply, yeah, play the game, win. That's the plot. There's no story to it or anything. There's no particular reason why each individual world and each character's world is kind of like split into little islands that are floating around the place. It just is. Weird design, but you know. And that is the XP system. Call of Duty. It doesn't go up that far, but essentially what you do is you go through, and each time you level up, you unlock a car mod. And so I've got a drink. I've got a glass of apple and mango juice, and that mango in it is really strong. They decided from the first game, because it was like basically if you wanted to get the fastest times, you had to use Sonic, because he was the fastest thing. He's the fastest thing alive. But what they've done differently from the first game, and as you've seen on plenty of videos in the first game, is that they've added some new features. One of which is the transformation system in game, which harks back to Diddy Kong Racing, believe it or not, which is quite an old N64 game, and they've also got this mod system. As I said, you unlock the mods as you level up, and they change the performance of your car. So it's like currently most of these characters, it's Wreck-It Ralph. Yes, Wreck-It Ralph from the movie Wreck-It Ralph is in the game. I do play him at some point and fail pretty miserably, but as you see, like Tails' speed is only 2 compared to like BD Joe, Sonic, whose speed is 5. There is a mod. There are mods that kind of like change the car, set it up in different ways. There's a mod for acceleration, there's a mod for boost, there's a mod for cornering, a mod for top speed, a mod for handling, which Tails doesn't need, but there's still one anyway. And there's a 6th one, but I'll kind of save that for when it shows up, because it wasn't really that hard to unlock. But I think it's probably something I'm better off discussing later on. So, second level of career mode. I thought this was, from what I heard from E3 and some videos I watched online, this was supposed to be like one of the hardest levels in the game. It's supposed to be one of the last ones you encounter, but they've kind of changed it to be the second. Obviously, I've actually seen this track from a YouTube video, so I kind of had the general gist of what I was doing. I wasn't expecting the car to kind of like turn so much while drifting on that bit because of the angle of the corner. But I picked this track up pretty quickly because I've seen the videos on it before. I'm still completely scrubby at this. It's going to take me like 5-10 races before I get my crap together. And like I said, Tails in his default car setup is slow. So, I mean, did I put this on hard? I think I put this on hard. And actually wasn't, even though it kind of showed up on the damn screen beforehand, I can't remember. God, I've got a bad short-term memory, don't I? Ah, derp. Yeah, the damn handling system in this game can take some getting used to. I think it's quite good. It takes some getting used to. Though thankfully mistakes don't tend to be costly. Hooray! Transformation gate. That was what my train of thought was when I was talking about car mods. They're kind of like maybe paying a homage to Decon Racing. I doubt they've kind of like ripped it off it. I mean, they haven't really... You know where I was going now. Oh, Knuckles. Knuckles and his rap. But, kind of... I can't even barrel properly, but... Reminding me of Decon Racing, the game's... One of the mechanics the game is involved, kind of put in, that's new compared to the last game, is the transformation system. I'm going to change back to a car now. Boom, because I'm back on land. But there are those gates around which can transform your car to or from a car, a boat and a plane. 3 different modes of transport, and depending on the track and on what lap, the particular routes you've got to go are going to be completely different. Like right now down there I'm going to be taking a plane because some bloody dragoon things wrecked the track. And this was my first time playing the plane. I didn't actually know at first you could drift them. I kind of like tested. It's not like when I first learned that you can drift boats. I wasn't expecting you to be able to. Well, drifting a plane is really quite difficult because you try to hold the drift. Despite how wide the plane areas are, you try to hold a drift and the thing just starts to like steer sharp by itself and you can't get it back, so you kind of have to stop at some point, which is annoying. Derp. See what I mean? There is an achievement for getting a level 3 drift, which is like a blue exhaust jet thing. It goes like red, purple, blue or something. There's an achievement for getting a blue one in a plane. It's really hard to do. And I'm just going to spam jet. Come on! I think I nicked third. Damn it! I was ahead. That's bull. The AI is so cheaty in this game.
Event failed.
Hey? You said I was 4th, but then it put me 3rd. Make your mind up, game. Jeez. On hard mode, the AI are twats. I'm not going to put it any other way. The AI are twats. Apparently I collected 20 items in a race. So I get a cheeseburger. Yay. I always wanted a cheeseburger for my license, which I will show off later on. Because right now I'm just interested in playing the career mode. Learn the tracks. Unlock the drivers, the cars, the mods. I do like the attention to detail. The graphics are really nice as well. I was pretty much fluking these starts. I kind of started botching them hardcore later on, and then I just kind of like when I stopped recording. Because I started doing most of these on normal. I think this might have been the last one I actually did on hard. I just kind of like got sick of it and went to normal. But after I stopped recording this segment, about an hour in, I decided to take a break from recording. Let my PVR calm itself down a bit. I kind of went back and went through on hard mode to get first place, get all 3 medals, and the AI. Oh god. The AI are dirty. Need a drink. Well, this is it doesn't really look like it. A glove, basically, it says shield. It doesn't have the same mechanics as Blur. As in, it will stay around for a while and it will go away if you pick something up. Now, I had a pufferfish in my item thing then, so well, I picked it up from the item box. So if I hadn't had that, I would have, whatever got chucked at me then, I would have got it from getting it caught by the glove. Ah, game physics! What the hell? To the left and it pushes me right. I ended up losing like so many places. I was half tempted to rage quit and restart, but then I got this, so I decided just to go for it. Oh. This is totally cheating, isn't it? Tells he's using a plane on the water. Everyone else is using boats. Oh, big wave. 2 throat clips in. I briefly got into first, and then there goes someone else. Now, I know for a fact that damn monkey there is slower than me. I've checked her stats. So how is she going faster than me in a straight line? Uncorny shenanigans. You didn't have to go the Mario Kart route with the AI as well. You could have programmed them just to be better. You didn't have to program to randomly cheat and get speed boosts. And I know you wanted to make it challenging, but when you're spamming hot rods and people are still going faster than you when you're like spamming your boost, it kind of gets annoying. Oh, Knuckles rat. Yeah. I suppose Sega was always going to figure out that people were going to complain about the AI in this game. I mean, they weren't much better in the first game, to be honest, but really, in a game like this, you can't really make them any more competitive without actually getting them to break the laws of the game. And in fairness, on easy mode, they are a piss walk. So, yeah. I'll deal with it. I'll deal with the damn difficulty. Besides, I'm in first place now anyway. Come on, don't you dare catch me up, Amy Rose. Spam, spam, spam. Yes, blind shots for the win. Who needs to look backwards to fire stuff? I got the horn. Ah. So now you're going to see one of the car mods.
Level up. Mod unlocked.
Balanced mod. Yay.
Stickers unlocked.
Sorry, if you hear me sporadically typing in the background, that's because I'm kind of recording and kind of doing other stuff at the same time. Because otherwise, it's probably a good idea for me to just be trying to multitask, you know. But I'll try not to type too much.
Select an event.
Wait, I did that on medium. Damn. And those are annoying. So, I can't remember if this was in the same Psycho All Stars Racing, the original one, but Drift Challenge.
A class. Carry
I tried it on hard.
Tails.
I must have been mental. But there you go. That's the effects of a mod. Sacrifices handling for speed. I don't mind that.
Balance.
So there's a lot of different game modes in this game. A lot of them I haven't played, and I think most of them are kind of like multiplayer only, but I'm sorry, I just love this level and the music.
Get ready.
I've never played Jet Set Radio, but the music on this level is just awesome. But this is basically what Drift Challenge is. There are quite a few different kind of non-race things you've got to do during the career mode. One of them is this, which is basically you've got to go as fast as you can, and when you get to those little red lines on the floor, the chevron areas, you've got to drift through them, because if you don't, you run out of time, and if you drift, you get time back.
Checkpoint.
Probably should have gone and found a boost pad, but I just decided to go line myself up for this one, so yeah.
Checkpoint.
Once you know the tracks, they're not that hard.
Checkpoint.
I mean, this is a track from the original Sega All-Stars as well, so it's like I've driven this track so many times. I've botched that corner up though.
Checkpoint.
But, you know, this is a simple track. Oh, I missed it. Oh, it was only one lap anyway. Doesn't matter then. And that's the achievement for winning with a mod equipped.
Event complete.
Oh, excuse me, I'm tired.
Stickers unlocked.
Yeah.
Location unlocked.
There's something else the game has got as well. It's like for doing certain things in the game, some easy, some hard. You get little stickers and you've got a little license card. I haven't yet worked out if your friends and people online can view them or not, but you can put little stickers on them that can tell people about you, what things you like. But what I'll do is I'll leave this video at this right now. It's about half an hour long already, so what I'll do is I'll cut it off now before I start this next race, and I'll put a description, a link in the description to this video for the uncommented version of this video, which is about an hour long. So if you don't want to listen to me rambling on, then you can go watch that. It'll just be the same video, nothing different. You'll be able to watch it without hearing me in the background, and I'll be able to share that. So you know, I hope you enjoy my commentary. I know I'm not very good at commentary, but that's why I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to improve, and I hope you don't take my comments too seriously. This is actually a pretty good game. I'm enjoying it. So please, if you do see it around when it comes out in your areas on Tuesday, next Tuesday and stuff for America, you know, if you want to pick it up, pick it up. That's why I'm uploading these videos. So hopefully I'll get to talking more and stuff in the next video. So I'll see you then.